My name is Anna Kurien. I have been a public defender for 8 years now in Atlanta, Georgia, and this was my first job out of law school. I fell in love with public defender work when I was an intern in law school. Both my summer internships were at a public defender's office, and I realized very quickly that this was the work that mattered. I felt that this work mattered in a country that wanted and still wants to imprison and lock up brown and black men and boys. One of the clients who I really remember and cherish was someone I represented 4 years ago. He was charged with child molestation, and he was 61 years old when he was my client, and he had just gotten out of prison from doing a whole bunch of time for manslaughter. And I remember looking at the case, investigating it, sitting and talking with my client at the jail, and feeling like there was very little I could do. The evidence was overwhelming, and eventually he took a plea. My client got sentenced to 10 years in prison by the judge, considerably less than what the prosecutor was asking for, but still 10 years in prison. I remember walking away thinking that I had failed and that he would be in prison well until he was in his 70s. A few weeks later, I got a letter from my client. He was in prison. He'd just gotten there, and he wrote to thank me, and he thanked me for helping him navigate the storm. And he said I was like a peaceful voice in the storm. And it never occurred to me that that was simply maybe enough, that even doing that meant something for someone. I had thought that my greatest memories would be of winning cases for clients or victories, and I have those too. But I think I remember this client because I felt that there was so little I had done for him, yet in his eyes, it was work that mattered, and it was someone that cared about him and sat with him through this very complicated decision and helped him do what he wanted. I still send Christmas cards to this client. He writes me back, and I still have the letter that he wrote me to this day sitting at my desk.